Okay, what y'all want to do? You guys want to start on like the top and we all just work together, or we divide up?
I say we work together.
You guys. Oh, okay.
Okay. Fine. I don't care. Okay, does everybody have the review?
Ooh, I can share my screen.
On your iPad?
I'm sitting here, I got it.
Yeah, on my iPad.
Oh, Miss Thompson, did you fix my Delta math grade?
Wait, Liz.
No, I have not. Thank you for reminding me.
Liz,
Yeah, Joaquin.
you join Zoom through your like laptop and iPad, and then you can do what Miss Kozloa does, where you can just do the math on your iPad.
Oh my god, it's almost like I just said that.
Hey,
Oh,
what time does this class ends at 9:50, right?
oh wait, I can't curse. Crap.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna quickly get some spare paper because I don't have any anymore. So
What time does the next class end? Like, what time does second period end?
Bro.
11:15.
We have to be in Hoda by 11:20, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
but we have the Spanish paper to write.
During class or like before class?
During
During
class.
class.
During class.
No, see, the thing is, I had a doctor's appointment and they canceled the doctor's appointment, but I already did the summative, so now I just don't know what to do.
How'd you do the summative without the rubric?
She gave it to me because like I was supposed to not be here today,
Oh,
but then they moved my appointment to Friday.
I see.
But they changed it last night, and by then I'd already done the summative. So
They changed it on a Sunday night.
yeah, doctors are unorganized. At least the ones that I have like have experienced.
Cancel doctors.
Cancel doctor. Liz, are you gonna screen share?
Yeah, give me a minute. I just want to make sure. Bless you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So how many people are going to the senior sunrise thing?
I probably am.
I'm going.
I decided that I'm gonna set my alarm, and if I wake up, then I go.
No, you go to RSVP.
Oh, okay, then I'm probably not going.
Okay,
Know myself.
it's like 4 people.
I have not decided yet. Like on the one hand, like it's a nice thing to do, but on the other hand, I want to sleep. Like 2 hours less of sleep if I do that. And no,
Leonard, this is your senior year, and like,
Plus, it's free food.
That's what
Yeah,
I
but it's gonna be a bagel part.
The
Wait,
free
is it free gas?
Exactly.
The thing is, free food doesn't actually like that fact won't bring me anywhere. Seriously, like
Wait,
if you tell me
my
free
question-
food, I'm like okay. Like,
My
it
question
doesn't,
is, are we gonna wear
that
masks?
doesn't bother me at all. So
Yeah. My question is, are we gonna wear masks and stay 6 feet apart?
How could you
Like, is
not?
that what they're gonna require or no?
How could we not, Rohan?
no social distancing at all.
No, I'm serious. Like, are they like, because they could just say no.
What was your question, Rohan?
Are they gonna make us stay 6 feet apart and have masks?
You're definitely going to have masks. Whether, like, they offer mask breaks during school if you're, like, outside and more than 6 feet apart. Like, an optional, you can take your mask off. So I'd imagine they could do that. But, I mean, I'm sure that, yes, they will say try to be 6 feet apart. But I don't know how many faculty members are actually going to be there.
Are you gonna be there
When is it?
Thursday?
Probably.
Okay.
We have to like stay at school afterwards. Can we go home?
No, you're allowed to go home.
We are. Okay.
Yes.
Realistically, I won't have a Wi-Fi, so.
All right, so number 1, you should already know how to do because it was part of your homework.
Right. not?
Hop onto the screen share.
Oh, this thing kind of just, went off, I guess. My bad, sir. It's my bad. Also at 3%. Can I move my charger?
Yes, go. That was a great use of your first 5 minutes, guys.
I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, does everybody get how to do number one? Because I low-key don't.
Go back up to it.
I can't see number one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Describe two transformations.
It's just, is that the perpendicular one that we did on Delta Math? No. Just kidding.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, like you just have to describe some of the transformations being done to it. So how
Yeah,
you
it got shifted to the it got shifted to the left or right, or it got shifted up or down, and how like wide.
Oh, okay. So it got compressed and it moved up 12.
Well, it got
False.
like big. It got big, and then it got moved to the right, and then it got moved up.
Isn't it the opposite? Like if
Okay, so I'm just gonna start you guys off because this will help you with 1B. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is think about the way your transformations normally look. Like normally there's something in the parentheses and something outside of the parentheses with the X.
Yeah.
So how do we change what's right there to look like it has parentheses?
You do the smiley face.
You
method?
found-
Yeah, you do the smile method, you factor it. So start by factoring it, and you should be able to figure it out after that.
X plus 6, X plus 6.
Keep in mind there's a coefficient in the front, so you have to deal with that first.
Don't you bring it over to the 12 and multiply that by 3?
Yes.
It's 6 negative. It's -6 and -6, and then it would be 3x minus 2 times x. No, wait, no, sorry. 3x minus 6. Never mind. You know what?
Isn't it -2? It should just be 2.
Did you all factor it? What'd you say, Liz?
I said -2, which would basically be 2. Let's make it equal to 0.
Yeah, your vertex is at 2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you guys getting these numbers? Like, I just got completely different numbers.
What'd you
Leonard, what did you get when you factored it?
X squared minus 4x plus 4.
Did you like move the 3?
Oh, did you take out a 3?
Yeah.
That works too.
That works too, yeah.
That's definitely the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, Leonard.
Look at you go, Leonard.
What a bad bitch.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, are we at?
Okay, so once you have it factored like that, what are your two transformations?
Isn't it like the 3 compresses it, or does it expand it? Like the 3x squared.
No, you're right. I'm waiting for your classmates.
I'm really confused. Can somebody show me their work?
You just pull out a 3, Liz, so it'd be like of the y.
What are you talking about?
Like, you know how like you can do GCF, like 3 minus, like if you pull out a 3, it'd be x squared. Here, wait, let me just annotate on the screen so that's easier.
I'm not an auditory learner. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, I understand. I was like about to say the same thing. I mean, I get you pull out the
I'm not
3
gonna
so that everything becomes 1 less, and then you.
I don't think, is your annotate working, Rohan?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think Liz, can you stop sharing your screen?
Yeah. I think so.
Ooh, hey guys. Okay, so for this one, what we're saying is you have to do 3, pull out a 3 first, and then you add a x squared minus 4x plus 4.
Oh.
And then this would be 3 times x minus 2 times x minus 2, which is the same thing as 3 times x minus 2 squared. And so if the original function looks like x squared, the two things we did was subtract 2 from the x, which is a horizontal shift. And remember, when it's in parentheses, it goes the opposite way. So that would be to the right in a positive direction too. And then the 3 on the outside is a vertical stretch by a factor of 3.
So I have a question, Ms. Thompson.
What's your question?
How do you know if it stretches it like this way or it compresses it? Because like I thought the bigger the number, the more it would compress. Because you do 0.5, then it like it's like really stretched
So
out.
yeah, the phrasing depends on vertical versus horizontal as well. So like, sorry, but basically if you have a vertical stretch, so if I have a vertical stretch, if I stretch my hair elastic up, do you see how the sides get closer together?
Oh, so
So even though it's a vertical stretch, it looks like it's getting smaller.
Mhm.
And then a vertical compression makes the sides of my hair elastic get wider.
oh, so it,
But if I do it in a horizontal direction, a horizontal stretch makes it wider, and a horizontal compression makes it smaller.
okay, so it'd be a vertical stretch of 3, and then like get
Yes.
okay, so it's like still compressed, but it's not called compress.
So one way you could think of that, like, so you could have a vertical stretch by a factor of 3, and a vertical stretch by a factor of 1/3 is also called a vertical compression by a factor of 3.
Oh,
So it's the denominator, if you're saying compression, is one way to think of it.
okay. So denominator is compression, and like a whole number is a
Yeah,
okay. That's cool. Okay.
it just depends on how you phrase it. I think with IB, like the safest bet, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
How's everybody's work going?
Do I share it again?
Nobody can write on your iPad, so you're probably not the best person to share.
He said stop broadcast.
I can share my screen that y'all can write on your computers if you want.
That works.
How did we do that before?
Sonia, did you do part B for 1?
Oh, yeah. Everyone.
Did you do part B for number 1? Like that one? Because like I don't know how to factor it. The x squared plus 6x minus 1.
I think you have to complete the square. You remember like, doing that?
Oh, the b over 2a.
Which one was that? Let's complete the square again.
What?
Sonia is right. You do have to complete the square.
How do you complete the square again? Is it the b over 2a thing, Ms. Thompson?
I think by b over 2a, no. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about.
How do you complete this?
I think it's b over 2. So like it would be x plus 3 squared, and then you figure out how to adjust it so that it stays the same.
Oh, like x plus 3 squared and then like minus something. Or,
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I am so confused about this one. Wait, what? X plus. Wait, where are you guys getting? Wait, 3x squared? Well, we only have x squared. Am I reading something wrong?
X plus 3 squared.
So when you complete the square, what do you do next? Like that's what I forgot. Do you know it, Sonia?
I don't know how to explain it. Like
You just want to write it on there?
my verbal. Um. Wait, hold on. Why is it not working?
Is it not letting you annotate now, Sonia?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, so maybe it is a setting that I somehow have.
Did they turn off annotation?
Well, I just turned it, it looks like it's off and now it should be back on, according to my. Did that work for anyone?
It's not working.
Like right now I have an option to disable the attendee. No, like I just disabled it and now it says enable. So I just did that and if it's not working, I don't really.
Usually you just click view options, right? And it's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not there.
I can try ending the meeting and letting y'all back in, but I don't know that that will be super effective either. So I can stop my share and Sonia, if you want to be writing, you can just share the same screen.
Okay.
Or a whiteboard. If it'll let you share a whiteboard, you can do that as well.
You guys see this?
Yeah.
You see the notes.
Yeah, this is my whiteboard now. Okay, completing square. Miss Thompson, just correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I'm just gonna write this. So we have, what is it, +1 or -1? And then it was like this. Uh-oh. That's a 2. That's how we got the 3. I don't know how to explain this at all.
No,
but-
you're doing great. Keep going. So this is giving you the second term. So like what you're working for to complete the square is like the last, since this isn't like factorable the original way, you have to make an adjustment. And so we want something in the form in parentheses. And so anytime you complete the square, you're going to have the number that she just found, the b over 2a part, is going to be with the x in parentheses, and it'll be a perfect square. So keep going.
Wait, okay, like this?
No, erase
No.
the squared.
There's the square. Oh my goodness.
So it would be x plus 3.
Yeah, +3 squared.
And then that whole quantity is squared.
Yeah, okay.
But if you were to now factor, like to multiply that out, you guys would get x squared plus 6x plus 9.
Oh, yes.
Want
Okay.
it to be -1. So what do we have to change it to be at the end?
Subtract 10, right? So x plus
Subtract 10.
squared minus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna write all of this out. Just don't mind me.
So based off of that, Rohan, that answer that you just got, what would be the two transformations to get what you got back to x squared?
So wouldn't you just move it over to the right one? And then what does the B term do? Doesn't it move it? It doesn't move it up or down, does it?
Well, you're doing it based off of this answer that Sonia just wrote, the x plus 3 squared minus 10.
Oh, so you would just move it to the left 3 and then down 10? Or is it
That
another-
would be the transformation to get from x squared to this function. Well, we're trying to get from this function to x squared.
Oh, so would you move to the right 3 and up 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did the 10 come from?
So do you see where the step before that Sonia wrote the x squared plus 6x plus 9? Do you see that part?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be just the x plus 3 squared. But we don't want it to be plus 9. We want it to be minus 1. So how do we change positive 9 to negative 1? We have to subtract 10. So did everybody hear those two transformations? To the right 3 and up 10. Okay, so then how would you answer part C?
Hence, describe a sequence of transformations which can transform the graph of x plus 6 minus 1 to the graph of 3x squared minus 12 plus 12. You just like move up 13 and then vertically stretch it by 3.
No,
Then we get that one. Huh?
no.
Oh, okay.
Are we combining the steps from B and then with A?
Yes.
You want to explain that, Knock?
So you have to transform the y equals x squared plus 6x minus 1 into x equals x squared first. And then from y equals x squared, you have to transform it back into y equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 12.
Oh,
So it's breaking it into 2 steps. So if you do part B first, that takes you to x squared. And then part A takes you from x squared. So if you combine both of those two answers.
oh, so you just move the right 3 up 10 and then move it to the right 2 and then vertical stretch by 3.
Yeah,
I can annotate now.
I can too.
You want me to delete the top?
Let's leave it there. Maybe for those who.
Does everybody understand why it's in that order? Part B, then part A?
It says it like in the question, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying, yeah.
Is everyone good with part B? So I can delete this part? Okay. I don't know. If I delete, do I delete Knox thing too or no?
You can just use the erase tool.
Oh, that's true. Where is the erase? Okay. Here it is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that it? Was that not C right? Is that C right there, or is there more to it?
You just have to write out what it means, right?
Yeah, you just have to put your answer from part B, which was a horizontal shift to the right 3, a vertical shift up 10, and then a vertical stretch by a factor of 3, and a horizontal shift left 2 or right 2, whatever part A was, I don't remember.
Does everybody get it? Or
What's the second part? I didn't get that.
you move up 12 and vertical stretch by 3.
No, not up 12.
I mean, move to the right by 2, right?
I put horizontal shift by 3 and vertical shift by 6.
Isn't it just a 3x minus 2 squared? Minus, yeah, 3 times x minus 2 squared. So it'd be a vertical, it'd go to the right 2 and then stretch by 3, right?
Stretch first and then right 2, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Ms. Thompson, how do you know the order? Does it have to be in order or?
Technically, with those two, it shouldn't matter. If it's one horizontal and one vertical transformation, then the order doesn't matter. It becomes the same thing. But if it's 2 vertical transformations, you follow the order of operations as normal. So like multiply or divide first, then add or subtract second. But if it's a horizontal transformation, you have to do it in the opposite order. So it would be left or right first, and then compression second.
Okay.
It's vertically stretched by a factor of 3, whoever typed that.
Is what?
Step 3 is stretched vertically by a factor of 3. Yeah.
Is everybody ready to go to number 2 or no? Does everybody want to screen share the problem model? Or does everybody have it on them?
So everyone is are you guys cool with this one? I'm gonna clear it.
Almost. I'm on the last one.
You're what, Leonard?
I'm on number 4. I kind of had to rewrite it since we don't talk about it.
Oh,
Miss Thompson for number 2, what does it mean by the range of fx?
So range is talking about vertical constraints. Domain is horizontal constraints. So for a vertical graph, it's saying from what value to what value does the graph go. So a straight line, like a linear graph, goes from negative infinity to positive infinity.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, and a quadratic would go from this value up to infinity. Like this y value up to infinity would be the range.
Mhm.
So it's any sort of constraints that a graph might have.
So when we're talking about the range, are we talking about the vertical range or the horizontal range?
So the range is vertical, the domain is horizontal.
Oh,
So domain are x values, range is y values.
so is it just negative infinity to positive infinity?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, it's just a line. Wait, but it says x does not equal 1. So then do you do like negative infinity to 1 and then 1 to infinity? Or would you not do that?
The x equals 1 part really applies more to the g of x.
Oh, so it
That's
doesn't
a
apply.
constraint attached to g of x, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't apply to the whole thing.
Right.
Nock, do you understand how to do f of z, number 3? You just
are you
plug-
substitute z into x? I
Yeah.
guess.
So is it just 2z plus 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the f of z again? Was it just 2x plus 1?
It's just 2z plus 1.
Or 2z plus 1, sorry.
Nock, did you do 4 and 5?
Yeah.
What did you get for 4 and 5?
For 4, I got 2x plus 6 over x minus 1 plus 1.
Yeah, okay.
And for 5, I got 4x plus 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
What did you guys get for 3 for the range, or 2 for the range of f of x?
Negative infinity to infinity.
Have you guys gotten to B yet?
I was about to ask, why wouldn't it exist? Do you have an idea, Leonard?
I was about to say that because there's there's multiple possible values for x, but I'm not sure if that makes any sense. So
Is it gonna be like the denominator? Is it gonna be 0? Like it could possibly be 0, so the fraction
Yeah.
is not.
That's where I was going, because that's where I was going with it, because it was like if you put it in, plug it in, it's like 2x plus 4 over 2x plus 1 minus 1. So you just have 2x. Then the 2x's cancel out, and then it's just 4 over 0.
Couldn't it be canceled out because it's plus 4? So
Oh, like you're just saying pull out the 2? Well, it
So
should be like 2 over. It'd still end up a number over 0.
What's f of z? Is that 2z plus 1?
Yeah. Sonia, did you do part B for 2?
No.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said no, not yet.
Did anybody do it?
which one?
2B.
Yeah, I mean, I just put down because the denominator could be 0, and thereby eliminating it being equal to anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Think back to like when you did discontinuities and limits and things like that. So you would need a constraint for at 0. There's an infinite discontinuity there. So at 0, one side goes towards negative infinity. One side of the function goes towards negative infinity. The other side goes towards positive infinity. So remember, in order to be a function, it has to pass the
vertical line test.
The vertical line test, but also the like pencil test, where it was like you can't pick up your pencil. So this is an instance where you would have to pick up your pencil in order to continue the function.
So it'd be discontinuity. That's why.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be because the denominator becomes 0.
I mean, that's basically saying the same thing.
It's one in math and one's in words.
Wait, could we write both on the test
Yes,
tomorrow?
you could write both. Mm-hmm.
Oh my! I just had one thing written in it. Okay.
Ms. Thompson, can you explain it again because I didn't?
Yeah, you weren't here during our calculus section anyway. Okay, so if you were to try to graph this, it would look something like this. So in order for it to be a function, it needs to pass the vertical line test, which is where you take a vertical line and you like drag it across, and if it hits more than 1 point, then it doesn't pass the vertical line test. So if there were more to the function like here, then that would not pass the vertical line test because it hits in 2 spots. But in this case, the type of discontinuity is called an infinite discontinuity at 0, because this side goes towards positive infinity and this side goes towards negative infinity. So like also to be a function, I have to be able to trace the picture of the graph with my pencil without picking it up. So if I were to trace this, I can't get up here without having to pick up my pencil. Does that make sense? Like I can't draw that without lifting my pencil. So like to be a function, I have to be able to draw like a continuous line. Right? But for this one, I had to draw one piece. And then I had to pick up my pencil to draw the other piece. So that means it's not a function
Oh.
because I had to pick up my pencil. But the math way of saying this is it has an infinite discontinuity at x equals 0. Which is what y'all were saying about the denominator can't equal 0. This is just the like math way of saying it.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Has anybody done C part 1 yet?
Yeah, I flipped the fraction because that's essentially what it's asking. It's so I mean if we put it in positive terms, it would be 1 over g, which is then the fraction flipped, which is x minus 1 over x plus 3.
No.
Wouldn't you just plug in y for all the x values and then solve?
Wait, what?
Like
Because
use.
yeah, go ahead, Mom. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My. Like that. Good.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leonard, whenever you do the inverse, whenever it's like the -1, it's not actually raising it to the power of -1. It's called doing the inverse. So you plug in the y every time you see an x. So it'd be x equals y plus 3 over y minus 1. And then you have to isolate for y.
Wait.
Right? Isn't that what you would do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody know how to like advance from undoing it?
Yeah, no, that's my problem.
Because like I'm at x times y minus 1 plus 3 equals y. But then how do you get rid of that last y? Do you have to?
Wait, no, it just says find an expression for it.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that just like finding it in terms of y? Miss Thompson, can you help me out on this one?
Are you
I'm so
getting,
sorry. I had stepped away. My bad. Okay, so what you needed to do is now, like, I assume you have it where you've substituted the y in.
Yeah, and then I have like x.
Distribute the x and then get all terms with a y on one side and factor out the y. This should remind you of the dy dx stuff that we used to do with chain rule. Like you had to move all the dy dx's to one side. So for example, you should have x times y minus 1 is equal to y plus 3. So then you have xy minus x equals y plus 3. So then you have negative x minus 3 is equal to y minus xy. Factor out the y on the other side. You have negative x minus 3 equals y times 1 minus x. So then you have negative x minus 3 divided by 1 minus x.
Oh, okay. So it's just like the complete opposite of the other one, right?
Sure.
Isabella, do you know how to do part 2 then?
Let me look. Sleep geometry. Let me finish writing this really quickly,
Okay.
and then because I could, but I have to think about it for a minute.
I would start by graphing it, Rohan.
Okay. Well, can't you just say it's like mirrored over the line y equals x? Or do you have to like, how do you go beyond that?
I would start by graphing it. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. I see it, Miss Thompson.
What does it mean when it says geometric relationship? Like, is that
There's a term for what you just found.
yeah, no, I know what it is, but like, does that like imply, I'm just making sure it doesn't like imply anything specific. Like, I know, like, I have the term, like, I think I know what it is, but
Then what do you think the term is? Let's go with that.
well, isn't this like the infinite discontinuity too?
Sure. But that would just be about itself. How are the two graphs related to each other?
Are they reflected over the line y equals x?
Yes. What does your picture look like, Rohan?
It's the exact same.
So if it's the exact same, in terms of geometric relationship, but the definition, the word I would use is that it's a self-inverse function. And then I would say what it is. And then say that the two graphs are equivalent. So the geometric phrase would be equivalent. They're not equal because equal means the same, but equivalent means they're the same thing written in different ways. So like equivalent means synonym versus equal means same word. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So you just say they're
I would say they're equivalent because this is a self-inverse function.
Okay.
But I would honestly guess that you would get points for saying either one of those things.
Would you get extra points for saying both?
Probably not. But I think it's safer to say both in case they're looking for one more than the other. And your grader isn't feeling nice. gosh, I'm really hoping that. Oh, it looks like the recording didn't stop. That's cool. Knowing my luck, it's gonna be like totally messed up now, though.
My car got broken into, Miss Thompson.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
What
Did
they
it
do?
get stolen?
What?
Did anything get stolen?
No, there wasn't anything to steal in there. But I think they took like $1 worth of change. But you know, it's change. So
Where'd you get robbed at your house?
yeah, it was just sitting in my driveway. My mom forgot to lock it the night before, and like a neighbor's cars got broken into too. And then they emptied like my entire glove compartment and like my center console and stuff. So all, like the driver's manual and like papers were all over the car. It was kind of
At least you didn't keep anything like valuable in there.
yeah.
I had 3 windows busted in high school.
Oh, good.
Wow.
I had 1 stereo stolen and about $300 over the different times my car was broken into.
I got $60 taken from me in the locker room in 9th grade.
It's annoying. I
I've
don't know.
had more stolen from me from like people at NDA than like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Go
right. Y'all better be able to do the next problem. I'd be very disappointed if you couldn't.
I can do it. It's just because I didn't print out the review. Like, I don't know how to. Like, should I just sketch it like a?
Yeah.
Isabella and Mikkel, there's conflicting ideas on whether or not it's a house meeting, house points, because Miss Marquez said it is, Dr. Height said it isn't. So just try to get your house to collect as much as you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Just go off the email that Zamir sent. That'd be my advice.
All right.
Thank you.
We have a meeting this week, right?
Yeah, 8:15 on Friday. I'll send another email around like Wednesday, just making sure y'all know. We'll be meeting every Friday, 8:15 to 8:45.
Oh. Ooh.
Then we have to tell Mr.
Later
Jewett
than
that
usual.
we're
Yeah, I already
probably
told him about NHS. I already told him.
What?
Oh yeah.
I
Also,
really
what?
don't think y'all should have to meet every week.
I don't think so either, but they decided that.
Who did?
Dr. Height.
I don't think Dr. Height wants to meet every week.
He's not always there though.
He's not there. He just tells us to meet every week.
Yeah. Whose house duties week is it?
Well, we don't know what house duties are yet. That's what we have to establish because
Yeah, I had some ideas because we have to like get rid of like half of them that we have because they don't apply right now. So
well, I think we'd have to get rid of most of them. Like I don't know what like
They'll
clean up.
apply in like a month.
They might apply in a month. Well, not even then because most of the house duties were like clean. Well, we're like lunch prayer, clean up after mass, clean up after lunch.
Oh, am I gonna have to leave?
I have some new ideas. So
Okay, if you have ideas, go ahead. We'll talk about it.
I have some ideas, just that they're not.
Okay, so y'all are done with number 3, right?
I'm on B.
You just move it to the right and then up to right for A.
state the coordinates of the minimum. Oh,
So that's what I did. Yeah.
that's a 5-mark question.
So it's take you 5 minutes? That's crazy.
3 points.
Joaquin, did you do this problem?
Which one? I've been doing it like on my Which one are you doing?
3A.
3A. I'm gonna sure I can put up my.
You can share your screen if you want to. I can.
Oh, I'm not using my laptop to do it. I'm like, using a whiteboard on my phone and doing my math there. "3A," you said?
Yeah.
I can annotate.
What is this time? What time does this class end, y'all?
Just annotate.
50.
Like 20 minutes.
It's amazing how he's already asked that question today.
Thank
No.
you.
No. I asked what time the next class ends. Not
No,
this.
you asked both.
Did I really?
Yep.
He has you have no concept of time, Rohan.
I don't.
I asked him if he wanted help with math at 5 p.m. yesterday. I got a text at like 11.
Okay, I just don't be on my phone though. Like that's the thing though. On weekends I'm not on my phone usually. Like,
And then I got a text at a picture at 1 a.m. How do you do this problem?
it's not my problem. It's not my fault you fell asleep.
It is your fault that you don't know how to do the problem, Rohan. Like she's not obligated to help you at 1 a.m.
Bro, she's literally helping me like 10 minutes before Leonard. She just fell asleep. It's not that deep.
Yeah, it's fine. I just like to make fun of it.
I mean, honestly, I would ignore you at 1 a.m. because at 1 a.m. I'm sleeping.
Oh, I didn't respond. I responded this morning. But
Oh God, this is.
I was awake when I got an email from Alicia Rojas at 3 in the morning.
Oh, now
Why are you emailing me at 3 in the morning?
Today?
Yeah.
Why are
Why?
you emailing you? Period. Didn't she already graduate?
Yes.
Alicia, not wait.
Oh,
Why was she emailing you?
Wait, Alicia?
Why is she emailing?
Wait, after she graduated?
No,
Yeah.
Alicia, not Ashley, y'all.
I know. Alicia has already graduated.
Yeah, I was explaining to Leonard.
Oh, gotcha.
Wait, why did she email you at 3 a.m.? What did she say?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
She was hoping to stop by the theater class today.
Oh,
Does this look good at all?
on the Zoom.
It does, other than the fact that it's not right.
yeah, it's not right. It's the
not
other
right.
side.
Dang, that's crazy. I'm sorry.
So the transformation should be up to and to the right one.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to draw it. They should know how to graph that.
Yeah.
Okay, so B, what would your minimum points become?
-2, -3, and 4, -3.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
The minimum points?
Right.
Yeah. Did I do that wrong?
Yeah, that's if you move the left one.
I had
No, he has it right.
No, I have it right.
He said -2, -3.
Oh, -4, -3. Because that's what I did when I did it wrong.
And then he has 4, -3.
Oh, it's at 5. See, this
Oh, wait,
is was not
4?
printing out the graph. I thought it was at -4 originally.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's 4. I put 5 down. Okay.
All right, question 4.
Do they want us to write it, or do they want us to like write it out mathematically? Because they say find 2 transformations.
If it were me, I would say what the transformation is in terms of a vector, because of the word composition normally makes me think vector. But I would show your work with 4 marks. When it says find. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Rohan, what did you write for this one?
I just solved it out, and like, wouldn't you just multiply by 3 and then move it to the right, move it up, wait, move it up 3? I think I did it wrong. Wouldn't you just multiply by 3 and then move it to the, wait,
To the left, right?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think, because like,
You're like calculating it up.
no, I'm drawing
I
it.
put to the left by 3 and then stretch and then vertical stretch by 3.
Yeah, and you move it to the left 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that it, Ms. Thompson?
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Do you move it to the left 3 and then vertically stretch it by 3?
To the left 3. Yes.
I mean, is there? I guess.
So when you write that as a vector, how would you write it?
Yeah, that was my question. I don't know.
3 times x plus 3 squared.
Just when you write it as a vector. So you could have you can write out in words the vertical stretch part, but when you write the composition.
Yeah, wait. What do you guys mean when you say write in vectors? Like, I'm
This
so
is a
confused.
vector. What I just wrote on the screen is a vector.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Tell me why I don't even remember that. Okay. So you just do 3 over 0.
Yeah, because there's no vertical transformation.
Oh, and if there's like, if it was like plus 12, then it'd be like 3 over 12 or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you have to simplify it or no?
No, because it's not a fraction. This is an X and this is a Y. Like I touched on it very briefly during the notes of where I was like, this is basically changing
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
X comma
just
Y.
forgot.
Like it's converting it to that form.
Okay. And then you can still, can you still say vertically compressed by 3?
Yeah.
Or stretch by 3?
Stretch by 3.
Yeah.
So like, since it's vertically stretched by 3, do you just like not do anything with that in the?
Not with the
So-
vector.
Oh, okay.
You just write it out. Mm-hmm.
Knock, have you started the second page?
Yeah,
Which one are you on?
I'm on number 1.
Okay.
Miss Thompson, for number 4, since it's moving left, shouldn't it be -3?
No, because remember your X is, when it's horizontal, it goes the opposite way that you think it should.
Yes, so like in the equation, it's gonna be 3 y equals 3 times x minus 1 plus 3, all of it squared.
Oh no.
Never mind.
I got kicked out of the meeting. Sorry. I didn't hear most of what you said.
Never mind, Miss Thompson. I found out.
Okay.
Rohan, what was you asking?
Oh, I was just wondering if you finished B, 1B.
Yeah,
What did you get? Did you get 4 minus x squared?
Yeah, yeah, I got that too.
same.
You got what?
4 minus x squared.
Liz, it's just the g of f of x.
So you see where you have the x, see how you have 5 minus x, right? Then you plug in x squared plus 1 for the x. So you get like negative x minus 1, and then you have like the 5. Do you get it? Okay.
Oh, wait, so y equals f inverse is that the thing where you swap the x and y?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
You explain C.
it should be the same thing as like the first page, that geometric relationship one.
I mean, I figured.
Yeah, I got y equals to
When I
the
crossed
square
that,
root of negative x plus 1.
+1, wouldn't it be -1?
Yeah, it's x. It's the square root of x minus 1, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you state the geometric relationship, what do you say?
They're both equivalent because they're self and inverse functions, right?
But they're not equivalent.
Equivalent meaning synonyms, not the same.
Yeah, but on the other one, it like ran over it. On this one, they're just like two complete. It's just like
Ms. Thompson just said it was the same.
No. Sorry, I didn't mean like like the same type of question. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Not
okay,
like the
Miss
same
Thompson,
answer.
is it just a reflection over the line y equals x? Here's what I got when I graphed it.
Are you sharing your screen? Sorry, I'm not on the same.
I know it's just on my camera.
Oh gosh. Okay. I see a function.
And then the red one right there.
So keep in mind you have to do the plus and minus.
What do you mean? Oh. So it'd be like negative root x minus 1.
Yeah.
So it looks like that.
Wait, Ms. Thompson, is it the square root of negative x plus 1 or is it the square root of x minus 1?
Leonard, you type in this.
Okay, x minus, okay.
You have to do both, yeah.
All right.
So Miss Thompson, would you just say that it's a reflection of the line y equals x or no?
I think they're looking for more. Let me double check
Okay.
and see if I can find the way that IB wants you to say it.
Okay.
Like I know how I would say it.
Yeah.
Like in geometry, this would be called a rotation.
Uh-huh.
Like if I were saying it, I think you could call it a reflection over the line y equals x because they allow reflection.
Mhm.
But I also think that you could call this a rotation by 90 degrees. But it also moves down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think I would just say reflection of y equals x right now. I would accept that on my test.
Okay.
I will keep an eye out in IB world.
Okay.
If I can figure out what they're looking for.
Knock. Did you do D part, like the D2 and 3?
I'm thinking about it. I think the domain is gonna be from 0 to infinity.
Yeah. Wouldn't the range have to be anything greater than 1, right?
Yeah, it has to be the positive number for it to be there.
But it can't be 0 either, so it'd just be 1 to infinity, right?
Oh, I'm talking about the domain. Wait,
Oh, I was talking about range. Oh, what are you talking about for domain?
I think it's gonna be from 0 to infinity because, oh wait, it is from 1 to infinity, right?
It'd have to be 1 to infinity, right? Because if you have 0, that's a -1, and then that's just not a real number.
Which one are you on?
D1, D part 2 and 3. Find the range of the inverse of f of x in the domain.
Is the
Mikkel's computer died.
the
Just
value 1?
had to.
What do you mean? Like the expression is plus or minus root x minus 1. So then how do you find the range and domain? Domain and range off of that.
I guess it should be. Yeah.
So the range
So
is
your
gonna-
domain is from your x values.
Mhm.
I think my book is not right.
Okay.
Because I would say that the x values go from 1 and up. Let me check the problem real quick.
Because I got for my domain 1 to infinity. Knock, I think the range is negative infinity to positive infinity because the y value is always.
Oh, it's because of, you see where it says where x is greater than or equal to 3?
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say.
So it's because of that. So you're only taking that part of the reflection.
Oh.
Like you can't just use the picture of your graph. So when x was 3, like when you're the inverse, it would be where y is 3.
Oh, wait, that's kind of confusing. Okay.
Does that?
So y is gonna be.
So the range is where y is greater than or equal to 3.
Okay.
And then what is the x value when y is 3?
2.
Oh.
10.
Yeah. So then it would be, the domain would be greater than or equal to 10. X is greater than or equal to 10. Or from 10 to infinity. Make sure if you do from 10 to infinity that you use the bracket on the 10 and the parentheses on the infinity.
So we can just write it. I don't know.
You can annotate.
Okay.
So your two options are you could have x is greater than or equal to 10. And since it's equal to, then your interval notation will be bracket 10 to infinity parentheses.
So that's for domain or range.
That's domain because it has an x. So that's part 3. Part B would be y greater than or equal to 3. And that would be bracket 3, comma, infinity parentheses.
Ms. Thompson, for E, do I have to put it in the x, like you know, do I have to factor it, or can I just put it in the form of x squared plus something x minus a number?
You have to solve for x.
Yeah, so
For E.
Okay.
So you'll probably have to move everything to one side and then factor.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of class. I'm gonna stop the recording. Or actually I'll keep talking. So I'll post, the last question is a question from Delta Math. Can y'all just glance at it? Y'all don't need me to go over that, right?
No, I don't think so. Okay, I don't want to speak for the class. I don't need you to.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll do question 6, which is another one that I don't think I should have to go over. But if y'all feel like you need me to, I can. Actually, I can just talk about it really briefly. So when you're writing down the equation of C in the form f of x, can y'all tell me what C is in relation to B?
The inverse.
The inverse, yeah. So you're just finding the inverse of B. So you would do x equals 2 to the y and then solve. And remember, the inverse of exponents is logs. So you should be able to figure out question A. And then for question B, the coordinate of the point where C cuts the x-axis is the same coordinate where B would intersect the y-axis. Make sense?
Can you repeat that really quickly?
So part B is where C cuts the x-axis, and that would be the same place where B cuts the y-axis.
Okay.
So you would find the y-intercept of B, and that would tell you the x-intercept of C.
Okay.
So that's question 6, and then the last question y'all should be able to do. That way I don't have to post any more video. And then before the test on Wednesday, or if before then you need the answer, I can just like put it in the comments next to that question if you just want to check your answer. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So like if for 6B, if it was like, if the y-intercept was like, I don't know, like 0, 3, would we have to switch it, and would it then be
3, 0. Okay. HL students, don't forget that you have your HL test today. After school. Jacqueline, yours is during theater. So make sure you're there right at 3:30. Okay, HL students. And then SL students, don't forget that your test is Wednesday and Friday. Friday is your last day to finish up your Delta Math. So I'll post this video for Sonia and Tomas. Okay. See you guys later today.
That's awesome.
Bye.